Hi guys, Icecracks here. So we are doing Lamborghini round 2, I guess. Lamborghini Murcielago round 2. So yeah, there we go, exploded Lamborghini with all its doors and stuff open. But yeah, we are doing the Lamborghini again. I sort of improved it over the previous video actually, because that video was, well, very rushed, as in the design and the tuning and stuff was very rushed. It was done in the middle of the night and it wasn't exactly good. So gone from a clean slate, we've started all over again. Well, to be honest, I'm more just simply tweaked it a little bit more and got a good car. So yeah, we're gonna have actually a really good design this time. So yeah, the other one was a little bit dodgy. So first of all, we're gonna put on the vinyl design that I picked for this car, mainly because I made this car. Previously, I made this car because Daigo Saito got a Lamborghini. Not defined. Daigo Saito got a Lamborghini Murcielago drift car. So I was like, why the heck not? Let's just go get a Lamborghini for lols. So here's the vinyl design by BXRD. I don't even know how this. BXRD. Yeah, there's his Liberty Walk Monster Lamborghini vinyl design. So I'm gonna load that up because it was in a bit of homage, but the car didn't exactly work out too well. So yeah, we're gonna apply it, and there we go. There's a vinyl design for this car. So onto the building of the car. The building of the car is very, very simple. First of all-wheel drive is a no-no. You can't ever have all-wheel drive. So first of all, you got to convert the car to rear-wheel drive. What I also did is, this is obviously obviously this is how Forza works, and not how Daigo Saito's car in real life is set up. His real car is actually an NA car. It has no twin turbo, but I stuck the twin turbo in because I wasn't getting enough torque for the weight of this car. Aero, don't really need anything. It sort of ruins the shape of the car, and frankly the default spoiler looks much better than the Forza spoiler, mainly because the default spoiler is much bigger and Daigo Saito's spoiler is really huge. Tires, leave them stock. I tried to play it around with drag tires. They didn't really work too well. So stock tires is what you want best, because there's somewhat in between street and sports tires. Tires, don't touch the width, because I played around with it and that didn't help at all. It just made it worse. Rims, since I was making Daigo Saito's car, I had to go through look for a 5-spoke two-spoke rim. So I found the P107 by HRE really close to what Daigo Saito had as his rim. So I'm going to stick that on. And obviously the green's already there, so yeah. Tires are all done. Transmission, all racing, because I need to adjust everything. Gearbox, racing. Driveline, racing, if it wants to load. Differential, definitely need a racing differential, so you can tweak every little option, plus it's rear-wheel drive, and rear-wheel drive tends to screw up the differential a little bit. Handling, brakes and springs, you want all maxed out as well. Even though I think the brakes are already maxed out, they're already adjustable, so it doesn't really matter too much. Just the sway bars and the anti-roll bars and the suspension. And a roll cage. We need a roll cage so it can stiffen up the body a little bit. Yeah, obviously it's a bit of weight, but oh well. And of course, weight reduction. We always need that weight reduction to give it better performance when it's going sideways. Seeing that most drift cars just have a stripped interior and actually don't have anything in the car. It's just the steering wheel, the dials, that's it, and a seat and a roll cage. For engine modifications, we have everything on the engine except oil intercooler systems. We didn't really exactly need it, and I don't exactly want to add extra weight to the car since I bolt on the twin turbos, racing twin turbos to the car. So I don't really want to make it too excessive, if you get what I mean. Even though already it is pretty outlandishly excessive, this car, this Lamborghini. So yeah, and the flywheel. Flywheel, so we can get on the power really quickly. But yeah, other than that, that's all you need to do for setup. So yeah, tuning of the car though was the difficult part. Though I did figure it all out in due time. So yeah. So tire pressure, you want to always drop it to the very low tire pressure of 1.3. 1.3 is a very sweet number for drifting because then you can get extra grip while going sideways. Because most drift cars run really slow tire pressure setups. The gearbox, I tweaked it a little bit. 2.65, 2.89, 1.99, 1.49, 1.16, 0.94, and 0.78. I just tweaked it slightly. I didn't tweak it that much. I just adjusted the final drive a little bit. So it's really quite minimal, actually. Increase the camber to -2 degrees, because let's get that camber going. And increase the toe to 5 degrees and 7 degrees. mainly because I want the car to slide sideways. And the car stood to 5.7. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Anti-roll bar, I want stiff, softened to 11.41. If I can get down there. 41 and 15.01. They're just numbers I just played around with, and eventually they ended up to be very good numbers. Suspension, I did soften them a bit. I tried ultra soft suspension, which I usually run on most of my drift cars at 111 kilograms per square millimeter, but I didn't find that quite nice. It just made it too soft and too finicky to drive. So I did keep the suspension a little bit firmer than usual. 121.3, 121.1. I made the suspension a little bit firmer just so I could get the car sliding sideways. And also jack the ride height to 10.6, because whenever you hit a bump or something, you don't exactly want to go sliding across and losing control. Dampening, just all 4.1, because it's just a nice number. 4.1 is always nice for dampening suspension, rebound, and bump stiffness, because you want to be able to go over those curbs. You want to be able to hit the different sections of track without losing control of your car. It's mainly because of the curbs. Curbs get really annoying when it comes to drifting. And the brake balance. Have the brake balance to 40 and 150. You want to be able to lock up those tires and get the car to slide sideways, or initiate the drift with a handbrake. Though most of the time it's not exactly the best way to do it. And the differential to the 80-60 combo. 80-60 combo is a very nice combo. It always works. It's a nice combo. And let's just go thrash the car around. I don't know. Let's go thrash the car around. I can't really decide. There's a lot of tracks that I could thrash it around. I could thrash it around Prague. I might throw it around Prague, because I haven't done Prague for a bit. So why not? Let's do Prague full circuit reverse. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. And it's also a big lap, so yeah. And for some weird reason, I never see people drifting on. So here we are, in Prague. I never ever see people drifting in Prague, unfortunately. This is not a really common track. I'm going to heat the tires a little bit. Third gear initiate. Never really see people doing Prague. I don't know, maybe it's just a circuit that no one really likes, particularly. It's a tight circuit, and general traffic is not easy to get around. Maybe the traffic of people. Maybe people in general don't like Prague, because it's narrow. It's very narrow in some sections. And when you have 24 people driving through Prague, it's not exactly easy to get through. With 24 drivers. We hit the wall, that wasn't good. Oh, whatever. Yeah. That tends to happen a lot in Prague. You tend to clip the wall a little bit, or something like that. But generally, yeah, I feel Prague is a little bit underplayed, because not many people like it, unfortunately. Yet, I'm doing it here. The only vehicle I really use on Prague is the Mustang, and that was because that appeared a lot, because Prague appeared a lot in Forza 5, and my GT500 was really nice to set up back then. Still is, but I haven't used it as much. Did I save it? Sort of saved it. I spun, sort of. I'm not exactly the best driver, but could do better. Plus, I haven't done Prague for a while either, so not too bad. But yeah, Prague is probably my GT500's home, and that's about it. Mainly because I used a lot in Forza 5 with the GT500. But I might as well thrash the the Lamborghini around Prague. Thanks Xbox for recording it. I don't need an extra bunch of bloody clips. I hate it when it does that, because it just records these clips that half the time doesn't become useful. And I tapped the wall and lost my front headlight. Oh well. But yeah, I do like Prague. It's a nice circuit, it's so underplayed. Oh, getting close to the wall. This is a very underplayed racetrack. But I think, I love the downhill, that's one thing for sure. It's really fun when you're sliding downhill, like a mountain circuit. It reminds me a lot of, oh, caught some air. Almost lost control of the car. It reminds me of a lot of Fujimi Kaido from Forza 4. Fortunately, they took that out, which is sort of sucky. I would like them to bring it back, because that was like drifting heaven. And maybe I could thrash around that track, Fujimi Kaido in a Lamborghini or something like that. But yeah, that was my dream circuit. That's a dream circuit from Forza 4. So that was Maple Valley. Maple Valley was another circuit they took out, which sort of sucks. Because they're both brilliant drift tracks that I loved a lot to drift on. But unfortunately, they took them out. sort of sucks. I think they started going more towards the realistic tracks. I just wall tapped and lost my rear light. It was a pretty hard tap, I must say. Yeah. The days of just drifting out. Oh, fuck. I screwed that up. My thumb slipped off the thumbstick a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, Fujimi Kaido, Maple Valley, those are tracks I want back. Unfortunately, I don't think Turn 10 is going to put them back. Because that means they'll have to port it over from Forza 4, which means effort. Yeah, so sad days. Also, another thing I want to get is a wheel, because a wheel would help me a lot drifting. Maybe change my perspective on how I drift. And that was very close to the wall just then. Yeah, and I hit the wall there because I swerved in a bit too much. But yeah, maybe a wheel will change the perspective of how I drift and stuff. Maybe I can pull off some more crazy stuff. Maybe I get a little bit better or something. But yeah, but wheels, I would like a wheel, but unfortunately they're very expensive. For like $600 for a good wheel, a Thrustmaster TX, which is pretty standard for most people, or a G509. It's G402. I don't even know which wheel that is. The racing wheel that has a oh, I let go of the handbrake by accident and screwed that up. Yeah, I ate the wall a little bit. But yeah, I would like to get a wheel, just I don't have the money. Well, so, that aside, hopefully, eventually I get to the point where I get a wheel, I cave into buying a wheel, and getting close to the wall. Eventually I'll cave in and buy a wheel. Right now I just don't have the money. But yeah, I'll get there eventually, hopefully. Let's catch some air. Oh, I wasn't going that fast over the hill now. Wasn't going that fast over the ridge, but yeah. Not the best drifter. But yeah, I can make do. Going very wide. My god, it went very wide. Very wide. My god. Yeah, also, I have been using a lot more handbrake and drifting. Oh yeah, thanks Forza for recording that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the little rebuild of the Lamborghini. I believe the tune's already up on my profile share. The previous one I didn't. I don't think I uploaded, or maybe I did upload, but then I removed it or something. But this one is definitely up on my file share. It's named as Drift Build or Drift Setup, and then the description's Daigo Saito. And I'm sort of spinning the camera, to be honest. Yeah, the description's Daigo Saito, and it should be on my profile share, so you should be able to look this up. Also, this vinyl, if you do plan to get it, is by BXRDY. I don't even know how to say his name, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Ice Cracks out.